honest to God, I think boxing is what kept me alive in the hospital. It's what got me out of the hospital and kept me pushing through every obstacle they put in front of me that I have to keep trying to jump over. And it's getting harder and harder to jump these obstacles.
Yeah.
When I was in the hospital, they said, if you make it out, what are you going to do?
Here we go. Welcome to In the Mental, a podcast for open, honest conversations about men's mental health. On today's episode, we're talking with Aaron Kinch about finding purpose after life changes everything. Aaron, welcome to the podcast.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here today. So, Aaron, for people who may not know your story, tell me a little bit about your background, and in particular, like as it relates to the boxing. But
I started boxing when I was 10 years old. Loved it. I was a small, scrawny little runt. Everybody said, "Oh, look, isn't it cute that little guy wants to be a boxer?" Which drove me to, because I was the smallest in my gym by years, and that drove me to work harder, and I did, and here I am. Had a lot of fights, turned pro, and had a few fights, broke my back, and yeah, all the fun stuff. Yeah.
We will get to that, but before that injury, what did boxing mean for you? What did it do for you? What did it mean to you?
It's almost like an escape.
Okay.
It was like I led two lives, and when I say high school, I had in school the quiet, very, very quiet, didn't say a whole lot, and then in the boxing world, I was hanging out with that, all shaking hands, playing poker,
yeah,
having fights. It was great. And then I go back to school. I'd come back from Canada Games or Gaelic Games or the Nationals with medals and stuff. But I'd be in school like this. Again, I could, shy as all can be. But then in the boxing world, it was, like I said, shaking hands and having fun. It was weird.
So that opened you up. There's
Yes.
a contrast there, and that's where you were meant to be.
Yeah,
is what it sounds like.
That's how it felt.
Yeah.
It's like this is home. This is what I'm supposed to do, and it's hard to not do that.
How long did you do it? How long were you a boxer?
I fought from 1990, January 91 to my last pro fight was in 2007, I think.
Okay.
2007, 2008, somewhere in that range, and then stuff happened. So
that was a big part of your life.
It's a massive part of my life. I'll be 47 on Sunday. I've been doing it since I was 10 years old, so it's ingrained in me.
So you found your identity in it.
Yes.
Right? Would that be fair to say?
That's 100% fair to say, and that's how people identify me is the boxing.
Okay. Now they called you the body snatcher.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about that.
I like to break ribs.
Okay.
Guys can come in the fight and their hands are up nice, and you're trying to pick through their, trying to get to their head.
Yeah.
You're trying to break their gloves apart. Just go down to the body. Go down to the body, and hands come down. It's like my coach told me when I was young, body shots are like putting a nail in a gas tank. Put the nail in the gas tank, gas starts leaking out. It's not fast, but it comes out. You hit a guy with a body shot repeatedly, especially, that gas comes out rather quickly.
Okay, yeah. So it's kind of like it fatigues somebody over a fight, right? You're wearing them down until you can find that advantage.
And my favorite thing about body shots is you put a guy down with a body shot, his head is clear, and his body just doesn't work anymore. Right.
So there's a lot of strategy in that, and you became known for that.
Yes.
And I'm guessing it made you pretty formidable. I know it did. I've watched you fight, but
I had a lot of fun.
Yeah. So life's going great, man. You're in your groove. You're with your passion in the boxing. My question is, at some point, everything changed. And it changed with a back injury at the beginning. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
June 15th, 2009.
That date's etched, eh? Yeah.
I was working in a warehouse. Well, I'm not going to name the warehouse, but it was in Bears Lake, and I was loading pallets. So I have to take. We had times on our. We get a sheet with a whole bunch of stickers that you have, for the pallet.
Had to do so much output, right? Yeah.
So I'm working my times, and I'm going fast. I got this fight coming up with a guy that I did not like, and there's very, very, very few people in boxing I do not like. This guy I don't, and we had a few contracts he pulled out of, and I was working really hard, and I was running 10K a day, playing with my kids, go to work, go to the gym, 10K a day, work, kids, gym, like
Focus,
just repetitive. And I remember I was loading a couple of boxes from the shelving unit to the pallet jack, and I turned, and I wasn't really moving my feet because I was going kind of fast, and I felt a pop. I found myself on the ground.
wow.
I get this fight in 2 weeks, and I'm not taking it. You know what I mean? We're gonna fight. So my wife at the time and my coach were the only two people that knew the extent of my injuries. There was bruising from that nice little nubby part on your neck.
I know the one.
Yeah, right down your tailbone. It was just bruised, and I kept doing what I could, and shadow boxing, hitting pads, and actually boxing, like throwing the shots, and it still works for me. Is what kind of loosens me up a bit and helps me out. Is just the movements. So 3 days for the fight, he backed out again, and the night of the fight, the night the fight was supposed to happen, I went to the hospital, and they told me what the issue was.
And what was it?
There's a couple discs that were just kind of blown up. A lot of damage to my lower spine. I had to go. They immediately said you need surgery. So that was December 21st of 2009. That was my first surgery. Went back to work in January because that's what workers' comp told me to do. And I was on light duties. And their light duties weren't that light. Guy with the broken back, I'm mopping up a lot of stuff that's really hard to mop up.
Yeah.
And I lasted, I think, 2 weeks. And then they put me off again. The doctor missed a piece of my disc when he did the surgery. So can I say that for a second?
Yeah.
So from June 15th, well, probably June 20th, I was walking like this. That was as high as I could stand up.
Wow.
To December 21st. December 21st came, and I'm like, oh man, I'm fixed. Like they fixed me.
Yeah.
This is awesome. Surgeon
A lot of hope there, right?
Yeah, well, the surgeon said, when I asked him, like, am I going to be able to fight? He said, oh yeah, man, I'll be sitting ringside in 6 months for you. I was like, man, this is great. Like, do it up. Like, get the surgery done. So when I stood up, I felt, I was like, man, this is awesome. I can't wait to get training and get this going. And so there's a piece of disc sitting on my sciatic nerve. And it was there for about 2 years before they went back in and cleaned that up, put some rods in my spine.
Second surgery.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. So they cleaned up that area around my sciatic nerve. I've got rods in my spine. They cut my sciatic nerve off for some reason or other. I don't even know why. I can't remember. And that was not a lot of fun.
No, I wouldn't say.
No.
So was that the end of boxing there? Like professionally?
So, yeah, in the long run it was. I had hope. I mean, it's all I really know. I don't have a high education. I got my, I went to Dalhousie, got my high school diploma, went to Dalhousie for a year, and then there was a strike. So I started work and didn't go back when the strike ended. So I didn't have a lot going for me except boxing. Like, that's what I know. It was tough.
Yeah.
It's like you're going from a high level to being put in a box, put in a shelf in the closet, and just closet door shuts and you're left alone. You have all these people around you, and then you get hurt, and nobody's there, and it sucked.
Yeah, I mean that's when you find out who's really in your corner.
Yeah.
To use a pun, right? Is when
It's
something
true.
like that happens. Yeah. When you can't do anything for anybody else, and people have to do for you, and that's when you.
And it's terrible.
Yeah. I mean, how'd that affect your identity? Like, what were you going through?
I watched all of Netflix. Like all of Netflix.
Yeah.
It was really hard. I didn't know what to do with myself. I was angry all the time, like just angry. And mental health, like
Yeah.
it was so hard.
That's a lot to process.
Yeah. So
right.
I started training people, like in my living room or their living room, just to feel somewhat normal again. And
that's where you started as a trainer.
yes.
Yeah.
That's how I love coaching, and that's how the coaching started. Was just going from a really angry dude watching Netflix
Yeah.
to coaching again.
Finding that outlet, right?
Yeah.
And especially since it's like in the wheelhouse of your passion too. Yeah. But that is not the only setback you had.
No.
Tell me about what else happened.
So back was 2009, and maybe after the second surgery was 2011, 2012. I think I was starting able to run again. I was running up to 10K again. I was training. I was doing well.
Getting back on your feet.
I was feeling almost like my old self. And I had a lot of people contact me for fights, and like, I'm out. Like, I got rods in my spine now. A doctor won't pass me. Find a doctor, pass my medical, and yeah, I'll fight.
Yeah, yeah. You still wanted it.
Oh, I still want it. Now I still want to fight. And then my doctor I told my doctor what I was doing and how things were going, and yeah, I got pain, but I hurt anyway, so why not let me fight? Like it's not gonna hurt me.
Yeah.
And I think she was ready to pass some medical to get in the ring, and I had a brain hemorrhage, spontaneous subarachnoid brain hemorrhage on December 1st, 2014.
Oh no, man!
And that ended any hope for me to ever
go back to boxing. Yeah.
That was extremely difficult. Like,
yeah, because it just kind of came out of nowhere.
Yeah, I was going to my first day of physio in the rehab center on Victoria Road, and in Halifax, and I was driving. Beautiful day. It was December 1st, but it was warm. My windows were down, music playing, arm out the window. I park, and as I'm backing up to straighten my car out on the side of the road, it felt boom, like I got smacked in the back of the head with an axe. It was right here, and I was like, "Whoa, what was that?" I get out of the car, and I just started kind of staggering into the building. Like, picture the drunkest dude in a comedy you've watched.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's what I felt like, and people were backing up away from me, and I was like, there's something wrong with me. Like, I don't know what's wrong. So I got up. I managed to get to the desk, and I said to the lady, "Hi, my name is Aaron Kinch. I have an appointment at, I think it was 2:15, but I don't feel right." And then I collapsed. That poor lady.
Oh wow.
I woke up.
You literally dropped in her lap, right?
Well, in front of her lap,
yeah,
I guess. Yeah. And then I woke up with what I think was a nun praying over me.
Oh my!
And that was the next thing I remember. And I said, "Oh shit, I died, did I?" And she chuckled. And from what my dad was taught by nuns in school, they're not very funny.
Yeah.
So when she chuckled, I said, "Oh shit, I really did."
Yeah. That's surreal.
Yeah, it sucked.
Wow.
So they had me in the hospital, and it's like, well, I got kids. I'm a single dad. Christmas is coming. I said, Mr. Kinch, like, if you make it out of here, you're going to be here well through Christmas. I said, no, like, I gotta go home. Santa Claus doesn't come to the hospital. And he said, yeah, you like, if you make it out. Like, no, I'm making it out.
So that's a heavy sentence to hear.
Yeah.
If you make it out.
If you make it out. Like, no, you don't know me very well. I'm going home.
How long were you in the hospital?
December 14th, I was Christmas shopping.
Wow. And like, so how did that happen?
Because every day the doctor came in and said, how you feeling today, Mr. Kinch? And I said, let's do 4 rounds and find out. 4 rounds to 6 rounds to 8 rounds to 12 rounds. Like, come on, let's.
Yeah. Wow.
And
Yeah.
they finally said, there was, I can't remember how it happened that I actually got out. But I, according to my Facebook, because I have to go back to my Facebook and see that, like, the memories that come up every December. It was like 3 days of them telling me, yeah, you'll be out tomorrow. And then finally they let me out.
So it sounds to me like that was another fight for you.
It was a huge fight. It was definitely 100% by far my biggest fight was ironically against myself, which is a lot of people.
And did that pull, like that must have pulled from what you learned in boxing? Or what it was about you?
I was raised to be able to take a shot, like a nice hard shot, and have the referee look at you and say, are you okay? And you say yes.
Right. Yeah. Literally roll with the punches.
Literally rolling with the punches, yeah.
Right. I do love a good cliche, as people know, and literally roll with the punches.
There's a lot of cliches. I am a living cliche, I think.
But there's power in a cliche, right?
Yeah.
Because you just wouldn't quit.
No, I don't. I think that, and the documentary, I said, I think boxing is what kept me alive. If it wasn't for boxing, I would have died at the QE2, whatever it's called, hospital in Halifax. Yeah.
But now you didn't come out of there without a scratch.
No, I'm pretty scratched up.
Yeah. But like you were in a wheelchair, were you not?
So the wheelchair thing, after the brain hemorrhage caused me to walk very unsteady. I walked with a cane, and I've had physiotherapists telling me for years, you're going to end up in a wheelchair because of your back and blah, blah, blah. It's like, yeah, shit, I like this. So I started playing wheelchair basketball, because what better way to learn how to use a wheelchair than jump into a sport?
Right, right.
And so I started playing wheelchair basketball. The president of Parasport Nova Scotia also played wheelchair basketball.
Okay.
If I can say his name, is Paul Tingley. How you doing,
Yeah,
Paul?
yeah.
And
I know the name.
yeah,
I worked with the Paraplegic Association for a
sweet.
little while.
Yeah.
And I remember the name.
Oh,
yeah.
good stuff.
Yeah.
Super good guy, man. And he came up to me during one of the practices and said, would you ever train a guy in a wheelchair? I said, of course I would. Why wouldn't I? And I didn't know if he was talking about himself or somebody else. He said, I got this friend who is paraplegic and had an accident a couple years ago, and he wants to box. I said, cool. So he gave me the information. The gentleman's name is Mitch Camo. Super good guy. He had a rough time with his injuries, and he was in a coma for, I think it was a month or something. So we start training. I just go to his house, and we train in the living room, and we don't need much. Don't gotta move very much. I'm in front of you with the pads. And
Yeah.
We do usually 10 rounds, and that's how paraboxing was started for us in Canada. Was Mitch and I have had I think probably 15 paraboxing exhibitions. Excuse me. And paraboxing made its debut at the Canadian National Championships this year.
Wow.
Yeah. So hopefully it continues.
That just gave me that like hair on the back of my neck feeling. I gotta tell you, because that's huge.
Yeah.
Like that's a huge impact, man.
Yes.
Right now, how did that help you with your healing?
Training keeps me going, and it's what people don't get. That people get hurt, and they go, I'm hurt, and I can't do this, and I can't do that, and I can't. Like, yeah, you can. Just do it. You're gonna hurt. You're gonna hurt.
Right.
Do you want to lay in bed all day, or do you want to get up and actually do stuff? And I'm not the roll over and die type guy. So,
I mean, that's inspiring because now you've got people in wheelchairs
yes,
that are training boxing, and that's got to be lifting them up, right?
So one of the proudest moments I've had in, like, I'm taking family away from this just in boxing.
Yeah.
Is training these guys and getting these guys in the ring and seeing the changes in their whole demeanor, their personality, like everything is. You should see them, man. Like I'm so proud of them. There's Mitch Camo in he's living in Digby now, but he was in Halifax. And there's Brandon Leslie in Cape Breton. And Brandon Leslie and I met when Mitch and I had our first paraboxing exhibition at Ring 73 in Glace Bay. I don't remember what year it was, 2017, maybe 2016, I'm not sure. So we met at the weigh-ins, did a little pad work with him. He loved it. You should see how far he's come. I'm so, like, it's just like the proudest moments of my life are seeing these guys do their thing and have guys that everybody say, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do this, and then have them do it. It's like
Smash those limitations.
Yeah, like it makes me so happy, and just it's awesome.
I'll tell you, man, that really speaks to me what you're saying there, because one of the things, like, I had my own struggle with mental health issues, and one of the things I leaned into is stoicism. Yeah. And there's a great book called The Obstacle is the Way, and that's what this makes me think of.
You should send that to me.
Yeah.
Send me that name, and I'll find it.
Because this could be in the book. It's sort of like, no, it's not. It's just the obstacles there for something for you to work on and overcome the best you can. And are you still training? You still doing the wheelchair?
Much as possible, yeah.
Yeah?
And like Mitch is now in Yarmouth at his folks' place. So he'll come to the city. I live just outside of Truro. So I'll go to his hotel room. I've been to his a good hotel, and we just do our 10 rounds right in the room, and it's fun.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really inspiring stuff. Like, I think for anybody listening, it's like really like what's a limitation?
I was always told, and my coach Jim always told me when I was a kid, people are going to put obstacles in front of you. You either got to jump them or you let them stop you. Jump them.
Yeah.
So that's like, you're in a wheelchair, you may not be able to jump, but you can smash right through those obstacles.
Right. So, like, I heard you say, there's a great documentary about you called Body Snatcher.
John Butler. What a great guy, man. Yeah.
On Bell 51, for anybody that's listening and would like to see it. But we'll actually put that in, we'll include it in our media.
Oh, cool.
And we'll put it in the YouTube description so that people can actually go check it out.
Yep.
It was really good stuff, but there was something that stuck with me that you said, was you felt like, you made this comment, it was something to the effect of, you felt like the reason that you stayed alive and you were kept alive was coaching, because you think that's your purpose. Could you tell me a little bit about that?
I think, I honestly to God, I think boxing is what kept me alive in the hospital. It's what got me out of the hospital and kept me pushing through every obstacle they put in front of me that I have to keep trying to jump over, and it's getting harder and harder to jump these obstacles.
Yeah.
when I was in the hospital, they said, if you make it out, what are you going to do? And I said, I'm going to move back to my hometown. It's a Westville. It's a small place. So I'm going to move back to my hometown and open a free boxing gym for kids. So 18 and under is free. And that's what I did.
So, and what you're talking about is the Westville Boxing Club.
Yeah, Westville Boxing Club.
Tell me a little bit about the Westville Boxing Club.
Like I said, free for kids 18 or under. Adults they have a small fee, $10 a day or $80 a month. We train, and people walk into the gym like boxers walk into that box. Other places will walk into the gym and be like, "Oh man, I love this place because it's small, it's grungy, it's a boxing gym." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they all call it this is like an old school gym. It's like I'm an old school coach, I'm an old school guy. You know what I mean? And
yeah.
So we have a lot of fun, fights all the time, and I got some competitive guys, but I got other guys that have been there for 3, 4, 5 years that have never been punched. I think boxing is just a good outlet for everybody, whether you want to get punched or punch somebody or not. To get in boxing shape, it's fairly good shape.
It's not about that, right? For them.
It's not about fighting for them.
Yeah.
It's about getting in shape. And I have some kids who are there that they'll never fight. But if they had to, they could take care of themselves. And that's what I want. I have a young daughter. I have 2 sons and I have a young daughter. And I want my daughter to be able to, if some guy comes up and starts with her, I want her to be able to throw a nice left hook
and look after herself.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, this is a men's mental health podcast, but at the same time, do you get a lot of young women?
Yes.
In the club?
Yeah.
Is it what's the split like? Because we always associate that as a male domain. I mean,
it's funny. Some days I have all male, and some days it's like 50-50, and some days there's more ladies than there are men. And I'll be straight up honest with you, it is so much easier to train a female than it is a male.
Oh, yeah?
Males know everything. Females want to learn.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
It's so much easier. They listen better. And then they do what you tell them and go home and practice what you tell them. Where a lot of the males will come to the gym, know everything in the world already, so they're not listening, and they go home and they do whatever they do at home, but they don't. It's not boxing. And they come back and you're fixing stuff and whatever, right? But the females, they actually listen.
Right. There's there's a lesson in there because we can tend to come at stuff from that masculine mindset, especially something that's like a traditional masculine domain like boxing. So you're like, oh, I'm a guy. I already know. I know a bunch of this, right? This is nothing, right? Is that you think that's kind of what it is, or?
Man, I got guys that come into the gym and say, "Oh yeah, I boxed before," blah blah blah. So yeah, where'd you box at? Because I know all the gyms. And say, "Oh, my grandfather's basement or my dad's basement or whatever." I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool. So you watched a lot of YouTube,
yeah,
and now you think you can do it. This is awesome. What do we have to fix?"
Right. Yeah. But I guess you do get them there.
Yeah.
Right. Eventually. But like you said, it's just
most of them you see them for 1 day or 2 days and you never see them again.
Okay.
Because they realize this isn't the basement.
Yeah.
You have real work to put in with someone who's going to hold you accountable for that work. So either do it or.
Yeah. And you're not going to just come in and get it. It's about time and consistency.
Yeah. I mean, it took me years for my footwork. Years. I used to just walk into fights and literally walk across the ring and start punching you.
Right. Yeah.
2 left feet. It took years for that. It took years for me to learn to keep my hands up. That's why my nose is the way my nose is.
Right.
Tell people that's not my family nose.
Yeah, okay. That's your professional nose.
That's me taking a lot of jabs.
Yeah. And now, taking a lot of jabs will teach you, right?
Oh, yeah.
There's no better teacher.
Hands up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah. I mean, that's life, right?
Yeah.
There's nothing like a good jab
Oh yeah.
to teach you the lesson. You need to,
I think
and you'll keep getting jabbed till the lesson sticks.
right. I think everybody in the world needs to get punched in the face at least once, just to know what it's like.
Yeah.
You want to learn a lesson? Whoop.
Yeah. And some of us, sometimes we just need that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. Oh, there's been times with me, and a punch can come in a lot of different forms too.
Yeah, it's true.
So I heard, also going back to the documentary, there was, I think it was like a social worker or community services worker or somebody in that profession that was saying like what a difference this has made.
Yeah, it's like he's a good friend of mine. We did security together years ago, and he runs courses in New Glasgow area, and will send people my way to help out. And the guys he sent my way, like they do really well because they want to learn. If you want to learn, you will learn. If you are like blah blah blah, you're not going to learn.
Right.
And like him and I are good friends and have been for a lot of years. And I'm going to be coaching him. He called me a couple days ago and said he wants to start training. Well, you know where I'm at.
Right. So it gives these young guys some focus.
Yes.
Right? Something to work towards.
Yeah.
And not all of them, like you said, are working towards a fight.
You don't got to fight.
Yeah.
You don't ever have to spar, right? But to know that you're in shape and have the hands to take care of yourself. If someone comes up behind you when you're getting into your car, like take care of it.
Right. Yeah, I mean, yeah, the ability to look after yourself.
Like for self-defense, like it's really good. Just to know that you can do it. Like you don't want to have to do it. Like I don't want to fight off 3 guys when I go to my car on the driveway here. But if I have to, then I can. You know what I mean? And it's good to know that in your head that you're able to, in most situations, be able to take care of it.
And would you say that very thing kind of expands outside the fighting?
Yes.
Like how so?
Like just having the knowledge to take care of yourself. Like I said, like no matter where you're at, you can take care of yourself. And as far as like things I've learned in boxing, like literally kept me alive. Like don't roll over for nobody. You're hurt? No, you're not hurt. You're fine. Get up. Right? Things like that. I mean, they stuck with me and literally kept me alive.
And kept you going.
Yeah.
That's like deep stuff, right? Like
I don't know how deep I can be, but
no, it is, man. There's a real lesson there that really like it transcends the ring, right?
Well, it's
that fighting spirit.
If you have that mentality, you can make it through like storms of trouble. If you're the rollover and lay down and die type guy, then that's what's going to happen to you.
Yeah. Well, you're definitely not that. Like looking back over that whole journey, like what do you see things differently, or do you feel like the same as you did in that ring, but now it's just a different ring? Like,
I find myself to be a better boxer now than I used to be because of the coaching.
Okay.
Like if I can give any advice to any boxers listening, coach. Brings you back to the basics. Keep your hands up, elbows in your stance, chin down, punches proper all the way out. Protect yourself at all times, right? I wish that I helped coach guys a bit when I was training. I wish I gave them full sessions. Like I wish I could go back to when I was 10 or 12 and actually train guys while I'm training myself. Just to make me a better fighter.
Yeah, there's A friend of mine in the forces was telling me there's this method they use, which is you learn it, you explain it, and then you teach it.
Yeah.
Right? And I think like that goes for any kind of discipline.
Yes.
If you're gonna really, if you really want to like make yourself better at it, teach somebody.
Yeah.
Right? Because it certainly like it seems to give you a lot. Like you said, it made you a better boxer, but it gives you a lot of purpose.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. Like how important is that boxing club in your life?
It's very important. I opened it on what I think was my deathbed is when the idea came to open it. And the thoughts of being able to do that kept me going. And then it's there. I'm there somehow.
Yeah.
And I'm making some really good boxers. I have a few very, very good boxers I've trained, and one of them is going to Hungary for a tournament this week or next week. He trains in Halifax now, and I made him Canadian champion. Him and I went to Calgary. He's on the documentary, and we went to Calgary in 2024, I think it was. He won the Nationals, and he didn't just win the Nationals, he dominated his opponents. It was, I've never seen somebody walk into Nationals and do what he did in the ease that he did it. And now he's representing Canada internationally, and like he came from this small, grungy little, no bigger than this place. And I mean, what else can I say about it?
And boxing's taken him somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally taking him across the world, and is going to take him farther than that. Like this kid is, he's a kid who wants to learn and wants to do it, and goes out and performs. And like I said, what more can you ask for?
How does that make you feel as a coach?
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no better feeling than having somebody come into the gym, 8, 9, 10 years old, not knowing any boxing at all, and then seeing them progress to be able to go to nationals, and then at nationals you're fighting the best guys in the country, get in the ring, and then just dominate these guys. There's no better feeling, especially coming from Westville, little place in a small province in a really tiny, grungy, old school gym.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
But I think that's probably what it is the tiny, grungy, old school gym.
I think it helps.
Right? Because there's like what I'm hearing is you're just focused on fundamentals. And in a tiny little grungy, old school gym, that's where you're not going to be focused on tech, and you're just going to be focused on fundamentals. Am I right?
Focus on learning.
Yeah.
You have to learn. If you don't... I can teach anybody how to box. I can show anybody how to box. But if you don't want to do it, it's just a waste of time.
Right.
If you want to do it, then you can go as far as you want. You put the work in, you can go as far as you want. It's funny, I have, the fist can carry you across the world, right?
Yeah. Or as it were, out of a hospital bed.
Yeah. Like I said, biggest fight of my life was just pushing through that. I thought I was going to die in there. And the feedback I'm getting from the nurses and doctors was like, I am not going to make it out of here. So it was pretty tough. But
so that's either that's fight or give up.
Yes.
That's literally, and that's the biggest consequences. Fight and get out, or give up and die.
Yeah, and it's the whole, like I said, the rolling over, dying. I'm not that guy. I'm gonna fight. I'll fight right to the goddamn death. Right to the death.
Yeah.
If I have to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't mind a bit of language. I've been known to drop an F-bomb myself. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
Keep your effing hands up.
Yeah. And what strikes me about it is, as we're talking about this story, is how much we're laughing.
Gotta laugh.
And you're smiling and laughing.
Yeah.
How important do you feel humor is through all that?
Like I said, all of Netflix, which includes all the comedies.
Yeah.
I used to read Reader's Digest, Laughter's the Best Medicine,
Okay.
since I was like 8 years old.
Okay.
100%. 100% laughter is the best medicine. And now I'm on my bonus time is what I call it. So I'm like almost 12 years into bonus time.
Right. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I can laugh or not.
Right.
I'd rather laugh.
Did you laugh through the process? Like, did you laugh? I know there's probably moments when you were pretty down,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Like, yeah.
There's days I wish I could just jump off a bridge.
Yeah.
There's days that I don't want to wake up. But I'm not the roll over and die guy. It's just not in me to do that. All the stuff is like mentally very, very hard, and it's still very, very hard. And then you throw life in there as well. It makes it about 10 times harder.
Yeah.
But keep punching.
Yeah.
Just try to keep your hands up.
And laughing at it as part of some of those punches.
Yeah, I can laugh at punches.
Yeah. Right?
It's only a punch. What's it going to do to you?
Yeah. Right? Yeah. Yeah. Like, what are you going to do if you don't laugh in the face of it?
Be an angry guy.
And how does that help?
I hate being angry. Like, it just gives me, like, I've had a headache for almost 12 years. And it makes that headache kind of turn up a little bit when I'm angry. And I don't like that. I don't. In the ring, anger works.
Okay. Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
You're fighting a guy who's trying to hurt you. And now it's like, and as we were talking earlier, like, say to my kids, I'm going to knock you out tomorrow. Cool. Right on. Like,
bring it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Outside the ring, I don't like being angry. And that's like the two sides of me is I could talk to my opponent 10 minutes before the fight and be, how you doing? Shake hands. See you in the ring. In the ring, you could be my best friend. I'm still going to do what I can to hurt you. Like, that's my job.
Yeah.
And then after the ring, like the last bell rings, you get out and hopefully you're friends again.
So it's channeling it.
Yes.
In a healthy way.
And I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I had a Canada Games 112 years ago. I lost the gold medal match by 1 point. Team Quebec came to Westville, to the Westville rink. And for the rematch, like their coach insisted, like he came to my dressing room at Canada Games and said, "You deserve a rematch. You should watch that fight."
I will.
And so they came to Westville, and I remember I was main event, and I was sitting with my friends, my girlfriend, and my buddies. I had rent one of the ringside tables till the intermission. Intermission happened. I go back, like to the back of the rank by the boards, and I started getting ready shadow boxing. And I see my friends get up, and they were like, they're gonna go get a bite to eat or a drink or whatever. And they were walking towards me, and then I seen them veer off and go the other door. It's like, where the hell are they going? Okay. They told me when I asked them after the fight, they said, "You look scary." It's like, that's sorry. Like, it's kind of how it's going to be when you're, like, and like I said, it's like the two sides, the shy, quiet kid to the guy who's shaking hands and fighting people.
Psyching yourself up.
Well, you got to be ready.
How do you psych yourself up?
The guy that you're going to fight has trained hard and is a good fighter and is there to take you out. And you have to stop him from doing that. Another barrier, right? Another hurdle to jump. So let's jump it.
Man, that's an analogy because it's a competitive world.
Yeah.
Outside the ring with with a lot of endeavors.
It is for
right?
everything. Everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you got to get in and fight for what you want. And sometimes fight to keep what you have. Like, is it, so that's it. Like, you just tell yourself, you give it stakes, right? Like, you're just like, this guy's going to kill me.
Yeah, like he's
So,
bigger than me, he's older than me, he's heavier than me, whatever he is, you know what I mean? He's got
Yeah.
more experience or he doesn't. He wants to knock you out. Like, he can look at you and smile before the fight, but you have to know, like, when the bell rings, he wants to hurt you. So you have to take care of yourself.
get yourself in that survival mindset.
Yeah.
Now, in the documentary, too, I also like going back to the pain, right? Because it's got to be a freaking bugger to manage pain like that. You said the coaching, you'd mentioned something about the coaching actually seems to diminish the pain
It
when
helps.
you're working with the kids. Yeah.
Endorphins are the best drug in the world. Free in your body. All you can do is work for them.
Right. Right.
Yeah. Best drug in the world.
Yeah.
And when I'm coaching, I'm moving. Coaching isn't just like stand there and yell at people.
Right.
You got to work pads. You got to show them. You got to, like, for bag work, for like punching the heavy bag, you got to show them what you want and how you want it. And it helps. Like, I go to the gym early and do 10 or 12 rounds myself before anybody shows up, just to keep up and keep going, be able to keep going, so I can show these guys what's up, like how to actually do it. So like your army guy, you gotta tell them and then you gotta show them.
Yeah.
And they gotta do it.
Yeah.
Right. And then repeat.
Right. Wash, rinse, repeat.
Yeah.
And I mean, I bet these kids really appreciate you too.
I hope so.
Yeah. I think they do. Because I think that's probably what you're getting back. I think you're probably feeling some of that too.
I have boxers that have trained with me for a lot of fights and have left the gym for whatever reason, school or whatever, and we're all still good. That's how I like it. Like Bowen, my young fellow that went to nationals, and my only guy to go to nationals who won the gold medal, and is going to Hungary in the next week or so. He came to the gym on Sunday, and it was it's great to see him and help out a little bit and talk to him before he goes to a tournament like this. Yeah, and it's good to have.
Community matters.
Yes.
Right? Especially like either join one or build one, right?
Yeah.
If someone listening to this like feels like they've been knocked off course in life, what would you say to them?
Go back on course.
How?
Work for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't listen to people. Like other people we're going to try to keep you where they're at. If they're down, they want to keep you down. But there's people like me who was down, and some might still say I am down, but I'm going to try to help pick you up. So have people like that in your corner. Not the naysayers, the people who say you can't do this, you can't do that. Have the people that say you can. And if you have the people that in your head, if you have people saying you can do it, there's nothing stopping you. Right?
That's huge support.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like on that note, how important do you think it is for us as guys to talk about this stuff, talk about our mental health challenges?
I see therapists for the last year and a half or so.
Okay.
It's great.
Yeah. I'm a firm proponent of that too, right? Like,
it's good to be able to get your problems off your chest. It helps.
Yeah.
And for me, like, my best therapist was always a heavy bag. Go over and punch until you don't have to worry about that crap no more.
Right. Yeah.
But to actually see one and talk to one, it's a whole different ballgame. And then you get the feedback from them, and it's always usually fairly good feedback. And like with boxing, if you put it to work, then it's going to help you. If you don't put the work in, it's not going to help. Right?
So it's almost like more training.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. Like that help you? Does that help you like channel anger in the right place? And
the therapy?
Yeah, the therapy. Or is that that sounds like something you had?
I gotta not be angry.
Okay. Yeah.
And I may not see, like, I'm not an angry person,
Yeah.
but if you push and push and push and push and push, yeah, I'm gonna get a little angry.
Yeah.
And I don't like that. Like, it bothers me a lot, to be honest. And that's why the heavy bag's for.
Right. Well, I mean, anger does, like, it clouds the mind and makes us do and say stupid
Just
things.
exactly. And you say things you don't mean, and you do things you don't want to do, and it's hard. Like, it's hard. Life is hard.
Life is hard, right? So, like, keep your hands up.
Yeah, keep your hands up, chin down, elbows in, and
Right?
punch your way through it.
Man, like, this is a lot to digest. And like, the other thing is, too, like, you've taken it somewhere else because now you are doing some acting, are you not?
I have been doing that for 25 years or so.
Okay.
That's a lot of fun, man. You know, you do it too.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun, and you get to meet people that you wouldn't have met otherwise. Just good people that are on the same page as you, and want it. Like, yeah, I love it. I love going to sets, and then you see people that's where you see them at.
Yeah.
And it's just cool. Like, I like it a lot.
It's another community.
It's a family.
Yeah.
Seems,
Yeah, it's like a family. You see the same people over and over, and like, because I think a lot of us as guys will tend to like want to go in the corner, just us on the heavy bag.
Yeah.
Right. And whatever that heavy bag may be, whatever you're carrying, or right. And we tend to like, because we've always been told, man up, shut up.
Yeah.
Like those influences are still there, right?
They 100% are still there. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can't tell people you're hurt. As a man, you can't tell people you're hurt because they just poke at you.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
So, I mean, like, look at 20 years ago, if you're a man and you say, oh, you know, my head doesn't feel right, like, I'm having some problems and blah, blah, blah. They're just going to tell you to suck it up and keep going, which is what I tell my fighters. If they're tired, suck it up, keep going.
Yeah.
But mentally, you can't keep sucking it up and keep going, bottle up those feelings. This shit's going to explode.
Absolutely.
And when it does, it usually isn't very pretty.
It's not. No, it leads to like train wrecks, whatever they look like, whether it's relationships or jobs or.
Yes. Yeah.
Right. So like
both have happened to me.
Right. Yeah. Same. Right. Same. I've been in the same boat you have. Right.
Yeah.
And like, until you learn how to like fight your fight, until you learn how to deal with this stuff in a constructive way. And like, one thing for me was actually like opening up and talking to other guys. Like, how important do you think that is?
It's pretty important. And when you're a guy like me, I don't have a lot of guys to talk to.
Yeah.
Because I'm at home, I'm at work, or I'm at the gym. At the gym, we train. At home, I'm with my family, and at work, it's work. So you can't really talk to anybody about, you know, how you're feeling inside and all that stuff. That's why therapy is great, because you can actually take an hour and speak to someone and let them know how you're honestly feeling with things without the negative feedback.
Yeah, and it's a neutral party, right? It's somebody that's not really invested. Because you hear a lot now these days about the male loneliness epidemic, and a lot of people jump right to thinking that they're referring to romantically, but it's not just that. Like, there's research now that says like we actually have less close friends than we used to. Like, what do you think is one of the issues with young men today? Like, where are we off course, do you think? If you had to guess, or if you just from what you've seen, or
phones.
Yeah.
Phones. People are always staring at their screen and not knowing where they're going or what they're doing, or like memes on Instagram. I hate those people who
Yeah.
put those memes out. Like, let's do a few rounds.
Yeah, it's those cheap dopamine hits.
Yeah.
Because it's everywhere. Like there's video games easily available, porn at the press of a button, which
Yeah.
I know a lot of younger
You
guys.
used to have to find a magazine in your parents' room or something.
Right? I was explaining this. I was explaining this to my friend the other day. That back in the day, right? I'm a kid of the '80s, right? We had to have somebody that looked old enough to go to the video rental store and get in that back room and make the rental, and then get somewhere where there was no parents with a VCR and watch this thing. There was a lot of moves to make to get that little dopamine hit from that one porn tape, right?
Yeah.
And now it's just like it's at the click
It's
of a
as easy
finger.
as Pornhub, enter.
Yeah, right? Yeah, totally, right?
Yeah.
And it's like and that's what I like about your boxing club there and what you're telling me, because that's the kind of dopamine that we're built for.
Yeah.
It's where you train and you learn and you earn, and then you get your dopamine hit, because it's not all dopamine hits. Like a lot of training is probably boring.
Yeah, well, it's repetitive.
Yeah.
Because you need that muscle memory. You need to know what you're going to do in the ring. So what we do is a lot of repetition. And like anything, if you repeat the same cycle, you got to get better at it. And that's no matter what it is, whether you're in a boxing gym or whatever sport you're in, or your work life. If keep repeating the proper things, and proper things will happen for you.
That's a very good line.
I don't know where it came from. So.
I don't know. Well, it came from your soul, man.
Sometimes my brain works.
No, that's a really good line. That's a good takeaway for
I don't
us,
remember
right?
what I said.
Right? Keep doing the proper things, and the proper things will happen for
There
you.
you go.
Right? Like that's a good line, man. That one's gonna stick with me, obviously.
Oh, good stuff.
Yeah, because it's that's something that was imparted on me lately, was even just getting ready for this podcast, right? And it took me a long time to get going because I was overthinking it. And I wanted it to be perfect. And it's just no, get in and do it over and over and have good heart-to-heart conversations like this, and just good things will happen from it.
That's right.
Good conversations like this. And a lot of it is boring. It's sitting alone in a room, preparing an interview and
Research,
sending emails and research. And not that in and of itself, some of it's really interesting. I find a documentary and I watch that documentary that captivates me. And I go, wow, this is going to be a great interview, right? And but yeah, a lot of it's boring, sitting down doing social media and writing emails just to get you to this one little stretch of time, whether it's a fight or a podcast interview.
And then it's over.
And then it's over. Where you get your dopamine rush, but you've earned it, and it's so different.
There's a huge buildup on this side,
Yeah.
and then a let down on this side.
yeah. Right? See, it's the peaks and valleys, right? And that's so analogous for mental health.
Yeah.
It's those peaks and valleys. You got to know how to ride the valleys and
As a fighter, you train,
climb the peaks.
You train for so long, and you fight, and you're built up, like you said. You're going up, and you're going to do your thing, and then the fight's over, and then that rush is gone now. And now you're down here, and you're like, what am I going to do?
And you're back to the boring.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
From all this, all the Westville Boxing Club, and what do you want your legacy to look like?
Good father, good coach, good fighter.
I think that's a good measure of a man. Yeah. We're at the hour, believe it or not.
Cool.
Time flies when you're having a good chat. Thank you so much for being here today, Aaron.
Thank you very much for having me.
I met you on a film. Yeah. One time, I think is where I hosted Mo Mondays. And I heard you tell your story at Mo Mondays, which was really inspiring. And it's there's even more layers to it now than the last time I spoke to you.
Like an onion.
Like an onion. Like Shrek, right? Didn't Shrek used to say it was like an onion? Yeah. It's real inspiring stuff, man. I appreciate you being here today and having this open conversation with me. If people want to find the Westville Boxing Club, learn more about it, where can they go?
Westville Boxing Club on Facebook.
Yeah.
If you're in Pictou County, we're on the Westville Road. in the Quinn Center, I believe it's called. We're there 3 days a week. Have a lot of fun. I'm not an angry coach. I'm a jackass is what I tell people when they come in. Like, I gotta have fun, man. If you're not having any fun, it's boring.
Yeah.
And so you gotta have fun, and then you can learn boxing, and you can either fight or not.
You know, I was going to ask you for a closing thought, but I feel like it just kind of came out there quite elegantly.
I don't have any good
Have
thoughts.
fun.
You gotta have fun.
Have fun with what you're doing. You'll just, something good's going to happen, but have fun with whatever your endeavor is.
Yeah, I mean, it's better to have fun than be angry, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Here we go.
You've been listening to In the Mental. Check out our YouTube channel for some extra material with today's guest. And remember, this conversation is not a replacement for a qualified professional. So don't be afraid to get your ass to a doctor or a therapist. Until next time, stay healthy.